what do you think of Stephen Wonderboy Thompson?
Oh, he's. I think him and Lyoto Machida, I think, are the two best representatives of karate in the UFC
Yes, yeah.
ever. I don't know which one. I don't know which one's better. I think maybe Lyoto at this point, maybe a little better. Steven is a little more, he had more flashy stuff.
Yeah.
But I think Lyoto just a little more old school, traditional Shotokan background, and that reverse punch was brutal, and so were his kicks, obviously. So I think those two guys, Stephen Wonderboy Thompson is phenomenal.
Phenomenal. Yeah.
He's just his attitude and his skills and his he's just it's an honor to have him because I'm known in the MMA world, and then it's an honor to have him as a karate guy because that's my that's what my first thing.
What do you feel about the landscape in UFC and MMA right now? Who do you like as fighters right now? Curious to know.
Well, obviously, my favorite fighter is the number one light heavyweight in the world, Glover Teixeira.
Okay, nice.
Happens to be our guy. But then I love these guys so much because they're true martial arts. You see some shit here and there. Some guys try to sell. Some guys are trying to make money so they can retire, well off. And some guys do it because they're truly douchebags. But the majority of the MMA fighters are true martial artists, and they're respectful, and they're honest, and they're humble, and it's being around them. You like if you go to the Super Show. You ever been to the Super Show, Jerry?
No.
Okay, so like Century puts on this huge martial arts exhibition every year, and it's the biggest. It's usually at the MGM or one of those hotels, and it's different booths and then different classes.
Yes,
just the way
yes. Back in the '80s, I did a Super Show.
Okay.
Yeah, back in the '80s. Well, that's a long time.
So I go every year and I speak every year at them, but I feel so comfortable being there because I'm around all martial artists. I mean, I don't have to sit with my facing the door when I go to a restaurant. I don't have to worry about. I can just relax because I'm around about with a bunch of martial artists. I don't, and when I go to a UFC fight, I'm around a bunch of alpha super martial artists that are skill wise. So I feel so at home with them and so comfortable because they're just such a nice, humble bunch of guys. Probably my favorite right now is besides Glover would be. There's going to be he's kind of a Israel Adesanya. I loved his walk-in for that one fight. Do you remember that one?
Yeah.
When he fought Robert Whitaker. I felt like that meant so much to him, and I talked to him about it later. This is how crazy he came up to me in Vegas last month. And he started talking to me, and it took me a second to realize who he was. And I was like, "Oh shit, man!" He goes, "Yeah, I'm a huge fan of yours, man. I love the pit, and I love what you do." And such a respectful, nice guy. But that fight when he fought Whitaker, who I love, Robert Whitaker, by the way, he was such a classy, and I thought it was such an entertaining pre-fight. It's the most entertaining pre-fight walk-in I've ever seen in my life. I love the way he fought. And then he fought, then the way he fought Costa, and except for after the fight doing that pumping thing, and it was kind of irritated me. When he kind of got down and did that to him, I didn't like that at all. But I just think he's definitely up there as one of my favorite. I love Stipe. I love his personality. But I would say Israel right now.
Now Israel's ruining it for Glover because he's challenging for 205, right?
Yeah. But I mean, that doesn't take away that I love him. But that's up to Dana.